Hey you guys, Lori Frederick here, owner of Balance Biomechanics and the Movement Ninja. Hey, I've been getting lots of comments lately on what do I do about elbow pain or elbow tendinitis or tennis elbow or whatever you want to call it. But if it's discomfort in your elbows or even your wrists, if you have lack of circulation in your hands or your wrists are bugging you, my go-to is using the muscle floss on the forearms. It's a go-to for so many things. When you've been doing too much with your hands, I happen to be doing too much with my hands behind the boat on vacation. So I want to give you a little tip on using it. The trick about it is when you're doing it on yourself is that you have to grab the initial part. And then once it gets around once, it's going to stick to itself, okay? But it's the same overlap 50%. If you have really big forearms, that's going to be 50%. I do a little more than 50% for this overlap because I don't need it going all the way up my arm. So the idea is having some tension, bringing it all the way. If you don't need it any further, then it's really about tucking it in wherever it's going to fit in. Probably the hardest part when you only have one hand is starting and finishing it, right? And now you add your movement. Wrist rolls for sure. Reach it back behind you. Do your wrist rolls. You're going to feel it all the way from hand to collarbone if you do that, especially if you've been forward, hunching, shoot. I've had a lot of friends with new babies lately. All those sort of actions are going to tighten up everything along this functional line. So movement non-weight bearing, movement weight bearing, okay? You can even do those sorts of things, a push-up, minimal temporary time on this. You will know because your hand feels like it's going to go numb and it really doesn't feel good to leave it on for a long time. And so let your body tell you when it's time to take it off, and then you get that new great rush of good fluids back into the area. That's what helps with the tendinitis, is that it helps flush the inflammation out and get new great lymph and fluids in. So try it out. If you're really having achy pain problems, at least once a day, and then you can taper it off from there. You can do it multiple times a day if you want. I would say you don't need to do it every hour. Check your timing. If you have any questions, please leave those as a comment below or email me, and I will see you on the next tip. Thanks.